to Just Breathe with Bree, and today I will be speaking on family. Family is a group of people who you should be able to count on, who you can trust, who you be able to talk to, no judgment. A group of people that should be there for you no matter what, right or wrong, and a group of people that the bond should be unbreakable. Unfortunately, there are some families out here that bonds are broken due to childhood trauma, things that were said, things that were did. But I think the problem is accountability. Accountability is a big role in families. A lot of people do not like to own up to things that they did or said. They like to sweep it under the rug and keep going. And that's what I will be talking about in this video. No, you can't pick the family that you're born into, but you can pick the people that you decide to be around and build bonds with. Just because they're your family, that does not mean they mean well for you. When you get into it with family members, you should be able to bounce back. But unfortunately, in most families, you're not able to bounce back because everybody is stuck on their feelings instead of trying to address the problem on why this happened or why somebody feel the way they feel. Nobody's held accountable for what they do. You should be able to address your family member. They acknowledge what they did or how they made you feel, and y'all should be able to bounce back. It shouldn't be grudges held on for years, but most family members hold grudges because of something that's been repetitive. A family member is not going to hold a grudge for something that happened one time. You're constantly doing the same thing. You're disrespecting me at this point. You don't respect me. Blood or not, family don't mean nothing to you because you're not respecting my boundaries. You're not caring for what's hurting me. And I'm telling you that it's hurting me. You're not caring for that. You don't care. If you care, you wouldn't have did what you did. You can't keep saying sorry for the same thing. But everything comes around full circle. You don't even have to give a reaction. Everything's going to come back around full circle. And that person's going to sit there and be like, you know what? It's how they felt. And it's going to be too late for them to come back and try to get that bond back. A lot of good bonds break over stuff that could have been fixed over a conversation. People be so stuck in trying to be right or trying to feel like they're better than somebody or trying to feel like they do no wrong. You don't understand. You just lost a bond with somebody that you can't even get back. Family is made by blood. But love is made by loyalty. Just because you're blood, you have the same blood as somebody, don't make them good people. I'm just going to be honest. There are some people trauma comes from family members. Grandmas, aunties, uncles, cousins, great nieces, great aunts. All the way up the family tree, ancestor tree. It all starts with the root. It's like a tree, like I said, the ancestor tree. It starts with the root and then it gets branches, branches, branches. Each member makes a family of their own. And each member embeds certain things into that certain family. And then that family embeds the same things into the next family. So it's like, it's a repetitive thing. Now, some things may be good that they embed, but some things are not. Most families, they're not as close. Everybody can't go to a cookout because one cousin into it with the next cousin. The aunties and uncles beefing or the grandmas beefing. It's always something. The root of that is accountability, acknowledgement. Everybody messes up, family or not. But for you to mess up and not be able to own up to what you did is a different thing. It's people on the street that would treat you, that's not your blood, that would treat you better than your own family would. Your family will hurt you in a second. And that hurts people the most. Like, dang, my family did this. Your family member crossing you before somebody on the street that you just met years ago, showing you more loyalty than your family members. That's wild to me. I feel like a lot of stuff happens because of things that happens in people's childhood. For example, if your grandparent was raised a certain way, they raised their kids a certain way, knowing that they had unhealed trauma, so they put that trauma on their kids. So their kids think it's okay to do the same thing to their kids. And then till they get to the point where their kids, like, Mom, this ain't, telling them, giving them self-reflection about this is not right. But the problem is, back in the day when the grandparents are raising their kids didn't have a voice. They didn't have a voice. They couldn't say, Mom, I don't agree. I don't think you should do that. I don't agree with that. I'm an adult. I have to say so. Or I'm older, I should get the respect. Respect is earned, not given. So if you give respect, you get respect. A lot of people say, and families play a big role with this as well. Oh, I'm the grandma, I'm the auntie. You need to respect me. But if you're not respecting me, what makes you think I'm going to respect you? And I'm not saying it's okay to disrespect anybody, but it's not okay to sit there and get disrespected neither. You know, that plays a big part on why certain family members don't come to certain things. That's why they mess with them when they mess with them. I see you when there's a funeral, or I see you when there's only a small group of people, not when everybody's together. You know it's bad when a whole family can't all come together because people be scared to show face, meaning they know they said or did something, but they can't own up to it. You said or did something, got on the phone and told another person added their own words to it. Now the whole family know, and the person looking at you like, I only told you this. How the whole family know? Because it's messy. Families can be very messy. Some family members, they don't care that you're blood. Blood is just something that is pumping through you. You can go to the hospital because they need a blood transfusion, and they can call your family member to come give it to you. It may not take, even though y'all got the same blood type, versus a random donor coming in there that got the same blood type as you, or it doesn't have the same blood type as you, and it works. So blood is just something that pumps through you. Blood don't mean we're family. Blood don't mean I have to love you. Blood don't mean nothing. Family really don't mean nothing, because if it did, people wouldn't do the things that they do. You know, a lot of family members play other family members against each other. You know, if everybody just minded their business with their families, a lot of stuff would not be happening. You wouldn't have Keisha trying to beat up Riri because Riri done told Keisha something, but she only told somebody else this, and now the whole family know. My problem with families is, if somebody is struggling, that's okay. Don't knock them when they're down. Don't talk about them. If you have something to say, or if you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. Most family members cannot take accountability, and that's the biggest problem. I think that's where a lot of built up anger come from, because you know you said it, but you can't take accountability for what you said or what you did, and you expect me to come around like nothing happened. No. And I feel like the new day and age, even people who's like 30 and up, I'm pretty sure they don't go around certain families because of certain stuff that happened. You know, family do some dirty stuff. Family or not. That's what I'm saying. Family don't mean nothing, because your own family members will leave you out for dead. Your own family members will be jealous of you. How are you jealous of me? We got the same 24 hours in a day, and you jealous of me because I'm making something for myself? Or how are you mad because I'm not agreeing with something that you're doing? We don't have to agree all the time. We don't have to, but respect my opinion. And that's the problem. Most family members want you to agree to everything that they say is right. They don't want to be called out for nothing that they do. They want everything swept under the rug like nothing happened. I don't understand why family members come around each other and sweep everything under the rug like nothing happened, or be on a shh, don't say this around them. Shh, they got them right there. No, you did it in front of people, so be ready to be addressed in front of people, or be ready to talk about it in front. Families is just so discombobulated, it just don't make no sense. You got the cousins feuding because the parents is feuding, because the parents done told the cousins what's going on, and now they at they feud because they don't agree with their parents going. They have nothing to do with the siblings feuding. We have nothing to do with grandparents feuding, parents feuding, our siblings feuding. At the end of the day, you should be able to have your own perspective on whoever you want to have on. Family members be putting stuff in each other's ear about another person, so that person can look at you the same way, instead of just testing it out for yourself. You know, everybody's not perfect. I'm not saying that. And all families are not going to be perfect. No family is perfect. But it gets to a point where you have to own up to certain things that you did. You have to own up to see why this person don't want to come around. You know, just because we're blood don't make us no closer. You know, family members often say stuff that they can't take back. That causes trauma. They do stuff that they can't take back. You know, certain stuff you do and say, an apology cannot fix. You know, apology is just a temporary fix. It's like a Band-Aid. A Band-Aid eventually comes off when it gets wet, or it comes off when it gets dirty. You know, an apology is not forever. You know, yeah, you apologize, yeah, I forgive you, but I would never forget what you did or what you said. You know, I shouldn't have to tell you to apologize. If you have to apologize for something, you shouldn't have did it. Stand on what you did. And that's the problem with their families. They don't want to stand on what they did or said. They want you to come like nothing happened. They judge you. Oh, she don't got her hair done. Oh, shoot, this, that, and third. You're judging because this person don't have their hair done because this and this other person do. Another thing that happens often is family members play other family members against each other. Oh, Keisha kids got this and Cornisha kids got this. Everybody have the same 24 hours. You could have got up and did what Keisha did for her kids, instead of just dwelling on what we don't got or what we do got or what this person think. Or families think it's a competition. It should not be no competition of no family. But unfortunately, some family members are jealous of you. You know, and it's unfortunate part because who would expect their family to be jealous of them? Your mama could be jealous of you. Your grandma could be jealous of you. Your cousin could be jealous of you. And I'm just going to say this. You know, all family members are not happy for what you got going on. Some family members prey on your downfall. Some family members hope that something happens, or they can't wait to hear the bad stuff. But when they hear something good, there's no praise behind it. But when it's something bad, you all over the phone, calling the phone ringing off the hook because you done told everybody down your yellow page book about what so-and-so got going on. Instead of just picking up the phone, calling them. And when the head of the family is gone, family just breaks up. And I just don't understand why. Because if it was a family, nothing could break it. The bond should be unbreakable. You know, you can go from being close with somebody as a kid and then grow up and realize, dang, like, this ain't right. They not treating me right. And just pull back from them. And it leaves them to wonder, dang, why this person pulled back from me? And we was just neck and neck. Because people get older and realize some stuff is not right. And if you're not old enough to acknowledge or own up to the stuff you do, then I don't need to be around you. Simple as that. I don't need to give you my energy. And that's something I had to learn. You don't have to give everything your energy. Everything deserves a reaction or a response. Just pull back. Now, don't get me wrong. You can still love your family to death, but just from a distance. Just from a distance. You know, it takes certain people a while to realize certain stuff that they do and say. You know, a big problem when it comes to family is the adults abuse their power. When I say adults, I know cousins and siblings are adults, like get older, like 20 and 30. I'm talking about adults that's in the grandparents or the aunties. They abuse their power because, of course, we should respect them, but if they don't get respect, you shouldn't have to give respect. I should not have to go somewhere that I'm not wanted. I should have to go somewhere and have to worry about somebody looking me down my throat trying to see what I'm about to do or what I'm about to say. I should be comfortable around family. I shouldn't have to worry about what the next person is going to say. But when you have a messy family, that's what you have to worry about. And I'm pretty sure half the world got a messy family. It's always some mess in somebody's family. Nobody's family is perfect. And I'm not down in nobody's family because everybody's family goes through a lot. You know, everybody goes through their own stuff. But it's just about how you handle it. If we're family, there's no reason why you should be talking about me to another family member. And if that family member feel comfortable to keep telling me what you're saying, you're messy right then and there because I don't want to keep hearing it. What did you say? How did the conversation start? Some families go through a lot. You know, it's a lot of stuff that happens behind closed doors in families. And then when you get together, it blows up. And the rest of the family like come from, or they looking at this particular certain family a certain way, but they don't even know what's going on because everything is hush hush. Nobody's called out in the front street about what they're doing. It's always, oh, respect your elders. Okay, but your elders don't have respect for you. Sometimes they don't respect you. And I'm just gonna say it like that. Somebody on the street will have more respect to you than your family member. Your family will hurt you. They will hurt you and don't even know that they hurt you. Or even if you tell them that they hurt you, they act like they don't know what's wrong. Oh, really? I didn't mean it like that, but you said it like that. It's not about what you do. It's not about what you say. It's how you say it. You probably didn't mean it like that, but you said it. An apology is just a cover up. It's a band-aid. It's like I said, it's a band-aid. I feel like it's up to the younger generation of a family to break certain things. It's up to the younger generation of families to break generational curses. You know, and I'm not saying it in a bad way, but the way your grandparents were brought up, they brought your parents up like that. So then your parents brought you up like that. You know it wasn't right. It's up to you to break it when you have your own family. You know, you have to heal from that. You know, it's okay to talk about it. But you have to think about back in the day, our parents couldn't talk to our grandparents how we could talk to them now. You know, sometimes the adult isn't always right. Most adults don't give their kids an opportunity to express themselves, you know, or don't give them an opportunity to tell them when they right or wrong, and not being in a disrespectful way. You know, that causes trauma within the kid. That makes the kid feel like their feelings doesn't matter. It's not valid. You know, and they walk around with that type of impression with everybody because as a kid growing up, you didn't give them that type of leeway to say, come talk to me. What's bothering you? What did I do wrong? How can I fix how I'm acting towards you? Instead, it's, I didn't do nothing wrong. Whatever, go sit down. You know, instead of comforting your kid. A lot of things start beyond us. When I say beyond us, I mean beyond the 20s, the 30s, the 40s. It go all the way back to the people who raised our grandparents and people who raised them. Or, you know, and I'm just going to put it like this. A lot of people are unhappy because the way that they were brought up. Some people lost a lot of good things because of the way they were brought up. Some people lost a lot of good things because they didn't set any boundaries within their family. You know, boundaries have to be set within family because family get comfortable because they think they're their family, they can do and say whatever they want. No. For example, just because you're my grandma, you shouldn't be able to talk about my parents to me. That boundary has to be set. Or just because you're my grandma, you don't have to talk. You shouldn't be able to talk about my siblings to me and feel comfortable about it and don't think twice about it. But if you allow it once, they're going to keep doing it because you didn't nip it in the bud. So when you nip it in the bud, it's like a slap in the face to them because I've been doing this. So why is there a problem now? Thank you for tuning in to Just Breathe.